Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to be showing you how to change one of these buttons on this Hansgrohe shower control unit. So with this shower, the rainfall shower, which is this one on the right, does not work. As you can see, I'm clicking in, clicking out, nothing's happening. But as soon as I do it to the handset, that works. So there's definitely water to the valve, but I'm suspecting just a faulty button on this one. So we're going to replace that over. So the first thing you want to do is you want to identify which one is definitely at fault. So this one's definitely the rainfall. And then you want to isolate the water. With this, it's a mega flow. So I'm just going to isolate the water to the hot water and the balance cold, which is this valve here. You might need to shut all the cold water or a shower pump off to do this. So make sure you're safely isolated before continuing with this video. With that safely isolated, this also has a secondary hot water pump, so I'm turning that off as well. These are all things that you need to look out for before turning the water off, because they can cause further issues down the line. So with the water off, we can then go back to our shower and make sure that there's no water at the taps. Just drain off any excess pressure like this and leave it open, because that's a lower point than the shower. So I'm going to leave that open. So going into the shower, we can then start taking apart the shower. So the first thing you want to do is double check that the shower is definitely isolated. So I've just pressed the handset button to make sure no water comes on, so then I know it's safe to work on. So first of all, the control knob, just give that a wiggle and a hard pull towards you, like so. It does feel like it's going to snap, but that is honestly how you get that off. So put that to one side, and then this back cover, it might be siliconed on, but it shouldn't be. You just kind of pull it forward, and it's on O-rings, and just slide that forward, and that will come off like so. Once again, put that to one side, make sure the buttons don't fall out or any springs on the back. Next, you want to undo the one that you want. So you can undo this hex nut, and it's got a spring, so you can undo that and put it to one side so that you can get your pair of grips or adjustable on the nut on the back. Or you can try and get your grips in there and try and spin it out in one, but be warned that the nut at the front is holding that spring on. So you can just use these grips like so over the top, and once again it's lefty loosey to get it undone. So turn it to the left like so, just in little increments to get that out. This might be tight, you might be able to do it with your finger, or you might not. There might also be a bit of water here, so a bit of rag or a towel you might need. So the bottom part of this fitting has actually got stuck in the base of the shower, so you need to get that black bit out if yours is stuck. So to do that, I've just used some grips. It is loose, but it just needs a little bit of wiggling to get it out. So get this piece out here, and that should then be brass all the way through to the bottom of the valve, so you can see brass all the way in there. Give it a good feel in there, make sure it's all clean, no dirt or debris in there, stopping it going back. Also, there's a little lug at the top right hand corner. There's a lug on the new valve that needs to be allocated in that lug in the top right corner as you put it in, so do be careful. Don't just go shoving it in any direction. So this is the part number that you'll need. It's called a shut off unit for the Hansgrohe shower. Comes with instructions if you're not sure. Comes in about 20 different languages as well, so it doesn't really matter where you're from. So with the new one in, you can then line it up. Like I said, there is a lug in the top right hand corner. Make sure that goes all the way in and push that in, and then put your locating ring or locking ring in behind it. As you can see, I pulled it in and pushed it out a few times. Just as you push it in, it doesn't feel like it goes all the way in, but that's because the rubber is quite thick on it, so it does sit out a bit and is a bit floppy. But once you put that locking nut on, it really does tighten down that rubber and give it a good seal. So don't be too afraid that it still feels wobbly when you've got it in that locating thing, because as you push this nut on, as you can see, you've really got to push it quite hard to get it started, because that washer at the back is actually quite thick and tough. So yeah, and then to tighten it up, do it finger tight, and then just half turn with the grips just to bite down on that rubber. Right, with that valve in nice and tight, before you go any further with putting the shower back together, turn the water back on, give the shower a run, make sure everything's up to pressure and check for leaks, because once the cover plate goes on, you're not going to be able to check for any leaks. So I'm turning that tap off, and you can also test this by pushing it in and out to make sure that that was the problem and it is working. So as you can see, turn it on and water comes out the overhead. So that is definitely the problem. So now you can then put your spring back on, tighten the hex nut back on the top, and rebuild your shower in reverse order. If this video has helped you, please give it a like and a comment to say that it's helped you, because then I'll create more of these videos helping more people. If you could subscribe, that would be a massive help to the channel and boost the channel a lot more. But for now, I hope you have a great day and take care, and I'll see you on the next one.